Good morning, students. Today we will talk about food preservation. Students, many times you have observed that whenever we keep our food items like vegetable curries, chapati, bread, raw fruits, and vegetables unused for some time, they get spoiled. And this spoiling of food vary for different food items. Some last for hours and some for few days. This spoilage or spoiling simply means growth of microorganisms on the food items. This growth of microorganisms makes the food poisonous and we cannot consume that food. But together with this, we have also observed that most of our markets are full of packed food items like packed milk, packed juices, packed chips, pulses, grains, vegetables, fruits. Each and everything is available in the packed form nowadays. These packed food items are long lasting also. They do not get spoiled for months or for years. So today we will discuss about these methods of food preservation, and let us start with the definition of the food preservation first. Food preservation is simply the process of or the methods and techniques of prevention of spoilage of food, or we can also say that prevention of growth of the microorganisms on the food items. For this we use various methods and techniques. But first of all, why do we need food preservation? We preserve food for maintaining the nutritive value for long time so that we can use that food item for long time. For food preservation, we use certain chemicals and substances which are commonly known as preservatives. These preservatives are of two types: natural and synthetic. Natural chemicals are those chemicals which are easily present in the nature, like common salt, sugar, oil, vinegar, while synthetic chemicals are the chemicals which we have prepared in the laboratory using certain chemical compounds or chemical substances. Examples are sodium benzoate and sodium metabisulfite. Let us discuss about these preservatives one by one. First is the preservation by common salt. Students, common salt prevents the growth of the bacteria. That's why it is used for preserving various food items like fish, meat, and fruits and vegetables like raw mango, amla, lemon, tamarind, etc. Another preservatives are oil and vinegar. Students, you have found your mother and grandmothers preparing pickles using oil and vinegar. Oil and vinegar have ability to prevent the growth of the microorganisms, as there is a wide range of microorganisms which are not able to grow in the oily as well as in the acidic medium. So, food items like mango, cauliflower, chili, carrot, radish, fish, bamboo shoot, etc., are preserved using oil and vinegar. Next is the preservation using sugar. Students, all your favorite jams and jellies, candies are preserved using sugar. Basically, sugar reduces the moisture of the food items, and as a result, it inhibits the growth of the microorganisms. Another method is the heat and cold treatments. You are very well aware of these methods, as we boil milk and water because boiling kills many microorganisms. And we also refrigerate our food items because there are so many microorganisms which do not grow on high and low temperatures. So, boiling as well as cooling both helps in the preservation of food items. Here is the scientist Louis Pasteur. Students, you have studied about him in the same chapter as he discovered the process fermentation. Together with fermentation, he also discovered the principles of vaccination, and he also gave a technique to preserve milk and wine which is known as the pasteurization. This technique is named on him. So let us see what is pasteurization. Pasteurization is a method in which we first heat milk at about 70 degrees Celsius for 15 to 30 seconds and then suddenly chilled the milk and store it. This sudden change in the temperature from high to low prevents the growth of the microbes. This method, pasteurization, is the boon for milk industries nowadays, and all of the packed food items available in the markets are pasteurized. Next method is the storage and packaging of food items. Students, nowadays most of the vegetables and fruits and dry fruits are available in the sealed airtight packets. Sealed airtight packets prevents the entry of the air, thus prevent the food items from the reaction with the oxygen as well as prevent the entry of the microorganisms. So, it also makes the food durable and long lasting. Next is the preservation using nitrogen gas. Nitrogen gas is a non-reactive, non-toxic, odorless gas. So, we use this gas to preserve various food items like vegetables and fruits as well as other eatables also. Another is the chemical substance sodium benzoate. This sodium benzoate is widely used to preserve acidic foods such as carbonated soft drinks, jams, fruit juices, and pickles. Next is the sodium metabisulfite. This synthetic chemical is used to preserve dried fruits, biscuits, beverages, as well as other food items. So, that is all about the methods and techniques of food preservation. I hope you will enjoy the session. Thank you.